Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how quickly your mind can turn one small event into a wave of emotion? Not because of what happened, but because of the meaning you gave it. Two people can experience the same situation and walk away feeling completely different. Why? Because the story changes the emotion. And once you understand that, you gain power over how you feel. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Dominic Beirne, clinical hypnotherapist, psychotherapist, and trainer. For more than 35 years, I've worked with people struggling with anxiety, trauma, grief, addiction, and low self-worth. And across all those years, one pattern repeats. Emotional pain is rarely just about the event. It's about the meaning attached to it. And once meaning becomes a story, that story begins shaping identity. Not just how you feel, but who you believe you are. That's powerful, and it is changeable. Imagine you make a mistake at work. Immediately, one story appears. I'm incompetent. People will realize I'm not good enough. What do you feel? Guilt? Anxiety? Tension? Now pause. What if the story changed to, that wasn't ideal, but I can learn from it? Notice what happens. Still uncomfortable, yes, but not defeated. Or perhaps, I've been under pressure lately. That explains it. Again, something shifts. The event hasn't changed. The interpretation has. And when interpretation changes, emotion follows. This isn't about pretending something didn't hurt. It's about recognizing your first interpretation is not the only interpretation. And that's real freedom. So let me ask you something directly. If stories shape emotions, why wouldn't we learn to work with the story? Not by denying reality, but by changing our relationship to it. And here's how. Most people get caught up in their thoughts. I'm anxious. I'm broken. I'm a failure. But try this instead. I'm noticing my mind is telling a story that I'm a failure. Feel the distance in that sentence. You're no longer inside the story, you're observing it. That creates space, and space reduces emotional intensity. Next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and say, I'm noticing my mind is telling a story that, now finish the sentence. Even that subtle shift can calm the nervous system. Why? Because you stepped out of it. You stepped out of this is just the way it is and into awareness. And awareness changes everything. Imagine your life as a book. Right now, maybe you're in a chapter called burnout, loss, rejection, failure. But a chapter is not the whole story. So ask yourself, is this proof I'm inadequate or evidence that I care deeply? Is this proof I shouldn't try or proof that I'm brave enough to risk trying? Notice the shift. Instead of asking, why did this always happen to me? Ask, what might this be developing in me? Resilient, boundaries, clarity. You're not rewriting history, you're rewriting meaning. And meaning drives emotion. Every story contains more than one theme. Someone says, my life has been full of setbacks. That may be true, but I would ask, what helped you survive them? Now another theme appears. Strength, courage, determination. People often overlook their resilience because it didn't match the negative storyline. So here's something practical. Think of a challenge you're facing right now. Now ask, what strength has this required from me? That's your alternative plot. And when you see yourself through that lens, your emotional experience begins to shift. Let's pause for 20 seconds. Think of one current difficulty. Now write one sentence that reframes it. Instead of this proves I can't cope, try, this shows me where I need support. Instead of I always get rejected, try, I'm learning where I truly belong. Just one sentence, small shift, different emotional direction. There is solid research supporting this. When people develop flexible growth-focused storylines, depression reduces, anxiety softens, resilience increases. This isn't blind positivity, it's psychological flexibility. Locked stories create locked emotions. Flexible stories create movement. You're not trapped in one version of your life. You're not just one character. You are also the author, and authors can edit. And if you are a therapist watching this video and you'd like to go deeper into this type of work, I'm running a one-day professional workshop, EMDR for Emotional Wellbeing. It's being held in Stratford-upon-Avon on the 18th of April. We'll be exploring practical protocols, integration methods, and ways to work safely and effectively with emotional reframing and trauma processing. If that speaks to you, more details in the link down below. I'd love to see you there. Now, before you click away, remember this. The next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, what story am I telling? And then ask, is there another way to tell it? Because when you change the story, you change the emotional experience, don't you? Now, if something in this video helped you, please give it a like. It really helps the channel to grow. If you know someone who struggled with their emotions, share it with them. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. I post regular videos on mental health, emotional healing, and practical therapy tools. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee. The link is in the description down below. On that note, I want to thank you for being here. Remind you, as always, to always be kind to yourself and kind to others. I'm Dominic Beirne, wishing you all better mental health and emotional well-being. I hope to see you in the next video.